In engineering topics, today we'll study about the quadrants. These quadrants are used to solve all the projections of the problems in the engineering topics. So there are 4 quadrants which you are using. Depending upon these, we'll solve all type of problems, that is projection of points, lines, planes, solids and developments, etc. Now in this quadrant, this is the first quadrant, this is second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. There are 4 quadrants are there, but for engineering graphics we are considering this is horizontal plane. So this is horizontal plane, completely it is a horizontal plane, and this is vertical plane. VP, HP I have written, it is called as horizontal plane. VP I have written on the either side, that is called as vertical plane. VP is called as vertical plane, HP is called as horizontal plane. So we'll write here horizontal plane and vertical planes. Now we'll study over the first quadrant now. In first quadrant, HP is, this is the direction, VP is, this is the direction. Only you have to consider these 2 lines here. VP and HP, you have to consider only these 2 lines. Here for first quadrant, to understand the vertical and horizontal plane, to understand the VP and HP, the horizontal plane will be rotating 90 degree clockwise always. There is no rotation of the vertical plane, only horizontal plane will rotate 90 degree clockwise. Horizontal plane will rotate 90 degree clockwise. Now in first quadrant only we are considering this VP and this HP. So in this VP and HP, VP will not rotate in any of the quadrant, only HP is rotating 90 degree clockwise. If it rotates 90 degree clockwise, HP will come this side. So first condition for the first quadrant, right. Now I'll explain here. This is the first quadrant, this is XY line, right. This is called as, this intersection is called as XY line. I had drawn the XY line here. This intersection is called XY line. Now SP is rotating below, VP is retains as it is. VP is not rotating anyway, only SP is rotating clockwise 90 degree below. Now the intersection of these 2 points, this point is called as XY line. That point is called as XY line. Just I have drawn for reference XY line. Now for this, VP remains above XY line, HP remains below XY line. One more time, this is VP, this is HP, only HP is rotating 90 degree clockwise in the quadrant. The intersection of VP and HP is called as XY line. The intersection of this and this point is called as XY line. This is in 2-dimensional form. In 3-dimensional form, it is having a line here, intersection of VP and HP. So that line is called as XY line. When HP rotates 90 degrees clockwise, HP will comes below XY line, VP remains above XY line. This is the first quadrant. In first quadrant, VP, that is vertical plane, above XY line, HP below XY line. In the first quadrant, VP remains above XY line, HP below XY line. Next we'll go for second quadrant. In second quadrant, once again the intersection of VP and HP. In second quadrant, this is VP, this is HP. In second quadrant, this is VP, this is HP, and the intersection is called as XY line. So this intersection point is called as XY line. I have drawn here. Now HP is rotating clockwise 90 degree. HP will rotate 90 degree clockwise. Now when HP rotates 90 degree clockwise, VP remains the same. There is no change in the VP. HP will be rotating 90 degree clockwise, right. HP is rotating 90 degree clockwise. So HP will also come above XY line. This is the intersection called as XY line. Now HP is rotating 90 degree clockwise. When it rotates 90 degree clockwise, at the intersection, it will show that VP and HP will remain above the XY line. VP and HP will be above XY line. Once again, in second quadrant, this is VP, this is HP, this is the intersection that I have drawn as XY line here. Now when rotate HP 90 degree clockwise, the intersection, above intersection, both HP and VP lies. Because of that, for second quadrant, VP and HP remains above XY line. Second quadrant, VP and HP above XY line. This is very important for solving the projection of points and lines. Next, third quadrant. In this third quadrant, once again I will draw the XY line here. XY line is nothing but the intersection of this HP and this VP. This is VP now, this is HP now. HP and VP, always HP is for this third quadrant. Once again I will be explaining, this is horizontal plane, this is vertical plane. For this third quadrant, HP is rotating 90 degree clockwise. HP is rotating 90 degree clockwise, VP remains same. Because of that, from the intersection, HP moves upward, VP remains as it is below XY line. So HP is moving above XY line, VP is below XY line. Once again, in third quadrant, this is the horizontal plane, this is vertical plane. Vertical plane will not rotate, only horizontal plane will be rotating 90 degree clockwise. When it rotates 90 degree clockwise, at the intersection, HP moves above, VP remains same. So because of that, third quadrant, HP is above XY line, VP is below XY line. In fourth quadrant, once again I will draw the XY line here. Intersection of VP and HP will give the XY line. This is the intersection. Now HP is rotating. This is the HP, horizontal plane. This is vertical plane. Vertical plane will not rotate. Only horizontal plane will be rotating. When it rotates clockwise direction, when it rotates horizontal plane clockwise direction, this is the intersection. At the intersection, HP and VP remains below XY line. Because HP is rotating clockwise direction, HP is rotating clockwise direction, and at the intersection HP and VP remains. This is the intersection where at intersection HP will be rotating clockwise 90 degree. Because of rotation of 90 degree HP, the HP and VP remains below XY line. This is the fourth quadrant. HP and VP remains below XY line. Now we can also explain in first quadrant, if a point is lying in the first quadrant, call it as A. If a point is lying in a first quadrant, call it as A. Now that point A is, you can say that point A is some distance above XY line. I will be explaining with the help of distance also. So 30 millimeter, 20 millimeter, right? Now we can define this A point as, A point is 30 mm above HP, above horizontal plane, and 20 mm in front of vertical plane. The point A can be defined as, it is 30 mm above horizontal plane and 20 mm in front of vertical plane. It can also be defined as, point A can be defined as, that is nothing but above XY line, below XY line you have written. Now above vertical plane, above VP is above XY line, HP is below XY line. Now in the same way, in first quadrant we can also define as 30 mm above horizontal plane, 20 mm in front of vertical plane. Both are same. This is used for solving in XY line. This is used to define in quadrants. So now this is called as front view. This is called as front view, and this is called as top view. That is called as top view. This is called as front view. So front view, from the front view, 30 mm can be visible on VP. 20 mm is visible on horizontal plane. So this can be solved as a point problem in the first quadrant. Once again, point A can be defined as, point A is 30 millimeter above horizontal plane, 20 mm in front of vertical plane. 30 mm above horizontal plane, 20 mm in front of vertical plane. This is the first condition to solve the points problem in the first quadrant. In second quadrant, I will explain point B. How to define in the second quadrant? Point B is having point B is it is 15 mm above horizontal plane, 15 mm above horizontal plane, 25 mm behind vertical plane. Because in first quadrant it is in front of vertical plane, in second quadrant it will become behind vertical plane. Point B is 25 mm behind vertical plane, 15 mm above horizontal plane, and this is called as front view and this is called as top views. From this side, if you view that point, it will be showing that 15 mm distance will be on vertical plane. When you view from the top, it will be having 25 millimeter. From the top, 25 millimeter, it will be showing on horizontal plane. 15 mm will be on vertical plane, 25 mm will be on horizontal plane. This is called as front view and this is called as top view. So point B can be defined in the second quadrant as point B is 15 mm above horizontal plane, 25 mm behind vertical plane. Now the third quadrant, point C I will take. Just will be explaining the point, how it can be defined when it is lying in quadrants. Now point C is below 15 mm below horizontal plane. Point C is 15 mm below horizontal plane and 30 mm behind vertical plane. 15 mm, this is the horizontal plane. 15 mm below horizontal plane and 30 mm behind the vertical plane. The point C is 15 mm below horizontal plane, 30 mm behind vertical plane. This is how we have to define the problem in a third quadrant, and this is called as front view. So top view remains same. You can view the top view here. 30 mm will be visible or it will be projecting on horizontal plane, and front view 15 mm it will be projecting on vertical plane. But it can be defined, C point can be defined as it is 15 mm below horizontal plane and 30 mm behind vertical plane. But in the view of front, from the front view 15 mm is projecting on vertical plane, 30 mm from the top which will be projecting on horizontal plane. This will define C point in third quadrant. Now D point. Now D point in third quadrant, it can be defined as D point is 10 mm below horizontal plane. This has to be below horizontal plane, 20 mm in front of vertical plane. Point D is 10 mm below horizontal plane and 20 mm in front of vertical plane, and this will become front view. Top view remains same. So front view 10 mm will be visible. This 10 mm will be projecting on vertical plane and 20 mm from the top it will be projecting on horizontal plane. 10 mm will be projecting on vertical plane from the front side. 20 mm from the top side it will be projecting on horizontal plane. 10 mm on vertical plane, 20 mm on horizontal plane. When you are viewing from the top, this is when you are viewing from the front side. D point can be defined as a point which is 10 mm below and 20 mm in front of vertical plane.